Hi there everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Prestige Liquids. My name is Andrew. It is fantastic to have you here with me today. If you are a new viewer, then thank you for joining me so far. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and then that way you can stay up to date with all upcoming content. Now, today I'm going to be reviewing the Starward 10th Anniversary Edition. Now, this is part 5 of the Starward reviews that I've been doing as of late. So if you haven't seen the other ones yet, then please stop this right now. Go start off at number 1 and then work your way up. I have started a playlist where I have been putting in the previous videos together so you can see them all together in one listing. Now, as mentioned, this is the Starward 10th anniversary bottling. It is not a 10-year-old whiskey. It is simply just a commemorative whiskey that Starward have made to celebrate their 10th anniversary. And I guess the story with this is they've taken whiskey from barrels that they've been using throughout their 10 years. I think this has a minimum age of, I think, 3 years from memory. I mean, I could be mistaken. If anybody knows what it could actually be, then again, leave it in the comments below. But yeah, when this was released, Starward put an email out to all of their members. So pretty much anyone that gets a bottle of Starward, on the back you will see a number code that you can enter in onto their website, and it just signs you up to their newsletter, and you will be getting in all their new release information, and you generally get I guess a first exclusive shot at being able to purchase any of their new content or product. And that is what they had done with this. I mean, I've become a Starward member. I received the email for this bottling, and I'm so glad that I had been a part of that, because this is a fantastic whiskey. And the awesome thing that they had done with this is that you had to buy 2 bottles. It was released as a set, and they obviously put into factor that being like a collective item, you're going to have a lot of people that wouldn't want to drink the whiskey. They would just want to put it away, let it age, build dust, whatever they're going to do, and then maybe sell it sometime down the track. Now, the purpose of doing the 2 bottles was that on each bottle that you had, or not so much on the bottle, sorry, on the can, it says here 1 to drink, and the other tin says 1 to keep. So Starward wants you to drink this whiskey. They have not made it with the intention of you to put it aside and not enjoy it. It has been made so you can enjoy this whiskey, and that's what I have been doing. I have been enjoying this whiskey, and I have my other bottle to keep. That's in the safe place at the moment. So again, awesome thing. This is bottled at 52%. It is obviously a higher ABV than the core releases of Starward, which are usually about 41-42%. So yeah, they've gone up with a higher ABV in this release. Now, the interesting thing that I have found with these Starward whiskies so far is that the core releases, even though bottled at, say, a much lower ABV, they have a much more intense punch and flavor to the whiskey profile. Something that you would expect, say, from something with a higher ABV. Now, having said that, this being bottled at 52%, I am surprised at how mellow and well-rounded this whiskey actually is. It takes that ABV, and it is just perfect. There is no real kick to it, but the flavor balance is just absolutely perfect. A very smooth whiskey to enjoy. Now, enough about that at the moment. Let's get on with the tasting. I'm gonna stick my nose into the glass and see what we get on the nose. So here we go. Give this. This is like Christmas. Fruitcake, raisins. Definitely has like a lot of sherry cask influence there, and that is probably because of the barrels used. Part of the whiskey has come from their Apera casks. Apparently they have also used fortified wine barrels as well, where they've gotten some of the stock for this whiskey. So yeah, raisins, apples. It definitely has like a buttery, cakey note to it. There's a touch of like that alcohol sting that you get. A touch of honey. Maybe like maple syrup or even golden syrup. Slightly grassy. Yeah, so this has a very eventful nose. There is a lot going on in this glass. So, okay, that's enough for that at the moment. Let's get on with the actual palate, and we'll see how we go. So here we go. Okay. As mentioned, you've got that high ABV, but it doesn't kill you, but it gives you absolutely sensational mouthfeel. You will get a full mouth coating. My tongue at the moment, like it's dancing. There's I'm salivating. It is such a thick whiskey. And again, just a nice even coating throughout your whole mouth. Absolutely fantastic. Again, those raisins come through. I'm starting to get a bit more of that characteristic. I find that with Starward, I generally get quite a bit of a banana flavor profile to it, like an unripe banana. That's also getting a bit nutty. As it starts to dissipate, honey notes start to come through with a bit more of like a grassy, grainy note coming through. It's like each sip just brings out something different. There's a slight saltiness to it. Right now, that oaky wine barrel influence is coming through. Actually, this is one thing that I picked up quite recently from this. If any of you are familiar with going into like a winery and you've got those all of those smells coming through of all the wine barrels and the smell of the wine coming through the oak barrels, that's what you get from this, both on the nose and the palate. You get a lot of those, like that wine barrel influence coming through. I mean, even like now, my mouth is just constantly like salivating. You just want to keep drinking this whiskey. At no point do you want to put it down. This is something that you just want to keep drinking and drinking. The aftertaste again is very mellow. It does not repeat on you. It is a very friendly finish, slightly spicy. Again, that banana and nutty grain notes are coming through. And this is an incredible whiskey. I wish that this was part of the core range and not a special release, because unfortunately once these are gone, they're gone. And this is just a perfect example of the quality of whiskey that Starward is currently able to put out. I would have to say at the moment, and I did not really do this intentionally, but this is my second favorite release that I've had from Starward so far. This is the second last video in the Starward range that I'm doing at the moment. The next video, I saved my favorite for last, so that one was intentional. But these two whiskies are a really prominent example of the quality that Starward can put out and what they will be putting out. Again, like I said, I just wish that this was part of their core range. I don't know, guys, if anybody is from Starward watching this video, I would like to put this out to you. Maybe do the Nova or the Solera at a higher ABV. Give us like a cask strength or 52% ABV release so we can get a bit more of a flavor profile going on. I mean, those two ranges are fantastic, but a lot of us would love to see what they would do with a higher ABV. Alright guys, that's it for now. Again, second last video in this Starward series. I look forward to seeing you all again on the last one. I'm very excited to show you what that whiskey is going to be. Again, like I said, it's my favorite one. I have saved it till last. And so again, that's it. Time to wrap it up. Again, if don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you can stay up to date with all the upcoming content. And also hit that bell notification so you know when it goes up straight away. Alright guys, thank you very much for joining me today. It has been an honor. I will see you all again next time. Get this.